Last time on The Search marked a sensational evening since the commencement of this reality show. The Ilupeju complex of Rave TV glowed with beauty and adornment. Lovers of Rave TV as well as families and friends of the contestants were also present. It was the deciding moment for the 15 contestants that made it from the boot camp stage. Only 9 of them got the ticket to the Search House. Thereafter, the journey to decide who will fit into Agatha's shoes on Inside Out can only get tougher. Today, the show promises to be interesting as the contestants settle down in the Search House. So far, it's been a combination of fun and serious business.
We know that you have a favorite song in this house. Please.
Chukuma, she break your heart, Eugenia, she tip your man. If somebody tip your man, that means that it's not your man. Hey, wait to be your own, if your own. If it not be your own, leave her alone.
The euphoria of the premiere is over, and the final 9 set their expectations on coming out tops in the competition.
I hope to meet a lot of people. And yes, I also believe that by the end of this competition, I would be better equipped mentally and physically to be able to, pursue what I love doing.
I have to be at the top of my game, most definitely. I can't wait to learn from those who are going to teach us. I can't wait to, have more than I know already, and I can't wait for the experience. So
it's going to get tougher. I mean, this is the point where it's either it or not. My biggest threat will be Sandra, because I feel she is. I think she has some level of experience, pretty good experience, and she's a natural. When I watched her during the show premiere, I was stunned. So I would say she's my biggest threat.
I think my biggest threat would be Charles, if I must pick someone.
There is nobody here who's not good. So I think everybody has a threat, and I don't know, anybody can emerge, win at any point in time.
The one person I see as a threat is Dami. I think everybody's a threat if you let your guard down. I've seen people exhibit different strengths. Nobody has it all, definitely. So somebody's better at something I'm not good at. And I realize that if I don't, watch my back and step up my game, every single person has the potential to fill those shoes.
On their first day in the house, the finalists wake up to a rude shock. The taskmaster, Vivian, comes to take away their phones and other gadgets. This is indeed the first set of the rules they are forced to comply with.
Your phones, please.
Hey,
Mommy, put.
Daddy.
Thank you.
Hey, kids.
Oh, thank you. Songs, yes. Don't you love my job? Don't worry. Oh, put it inside. Remove your hand.
The phone in log.
Yours.
You know go feel your...
He can log himself. Put them inside the bag. I'm charger.
Including this one.
Come put it inside. Jesus. Okay.
Despite the air of competition, The connection amongst their housemates is so cordial. Their sense of bonding is magical. To end their first day in the house, the finalists visit the Rave TV complex in Ilupeju for an important part of their participation in the search. They sign participation contract forms. Next, a fun-filled photo shoot session.
Follow the key, please, in this case.
Hello everyone, my name is Damilola Busari. I'm so excited to let you know that I made it to the top 9 and I'm in the house on the search for the next host for Inside Out with Agatha. I need your help though to help the ministry move to the permanent site. Could you please text IOWA Damilola to 33123. Tell your friends, your folks, your families, spread the word, and I'll be so glad to receive your support as we win together. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Charles Bourne and I'm excited to be talking to you guys. You guys don't know how it feels. It has come to that point in the competition where it's not by my wits anymore, it's by you viewers at home. So please, I need you to text and vote for me to keep me in the house and of course to win this competition. It's quite simple. To vote for me, simply text IOWA Charles to 33123. Please get your friends to text, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, all your family members, get them to text for me. This is really serious. God bless you as you do that. Remain positive.
Day 2. Amidst all the excitement, the competition proceeds. The contestants were paired into 2 groups to execute this task. Who will emerge as team leaders for these groups?
Okay guys, my name is Onyema Chiwete. I am the group leader for Team Chi and these are my group members. I'm going to be talking about the task that was given to us. So first and foremost, I must tell every one of us here that I really feel like honored to be working with you guys.
Seeing soccer from the other side, it's an amazing sport. We know, we like it.
Who loves soccer?
I am not a soccer watcher.
I think you should ask us if we like soccer.
Do you like soccer?
No.
Do you like soccer? Do you like soccer?
I could if I have to.
Exactly.
I don't watch football, but one thing I want us to magnify is the fact that we know little.
Of course not.
Nothing about it, especially.
We could have, I don't know if we can request for maybe a cameraman or something to go with us, and then we go to like a field or something, or a bar. We don't know if there's any match this week, and film the madness. Show all the expressions and everything, and then talk to 1, 2, 3 people who are lovers of football.
In his team, Chiwetel has Sandra, Damilola, Tracy, and Hilda as members, whilst Charles's group is a combination of Ibukun, Dapo, and Adenisola to deal with the topic Soccer Madness. As facilitators for this task, the housemates have the honor of welcoming 3 guests into their midst within the week. They are Cordelia Okwe, a veteran broadcaster, Bose Adeni Ifadipe, a psychologist, and Sheon Shobo, a brand expert.
On radio, on TV, broadcasting generally, we're not expected to be using high-sounding words because it's not at the point where you're presenting, somebody will be carrying a dictionary to check what you're doing. It's wrong. Simplicity is fine. But even in simplicity, there are simple, beautiful words that you could expand your vocab with.
Maybe I did something wrong and I needed to apologize to Damilola, and I'm like, sorry. You know, I've said sorry, but I've not said sorry. I've said sorry, but I've not apologized. Do you understand? I've said sorry, but I've not apologized. So communication, we need to know. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is that for you, we've talked about you in people management. Now we are talking about people in people management. One major way to manage people is to know how to build rapport.
I mean, you guys have a fantastic platform. You know, this is a fantastic, very, very wonderful platform. And I must say that whatever you do from here, I'm talking from this house, not even outside, you know, it's actually going to affect your personal brand, because you guys are, this is a very bold step, and you guys are in the eye of the media, the eye of the public, you know. So from here on, you guys are going to be, I mean, even if you don't win, you're going to be in the eye of the media some way, somehow, because of something you did in this house, you know. And it's very important that you are very, very careful about how you manage your brand, or your personal brand.
However, day 2 heralds a surprise that shakes the contestants and their spirits to its very foundation. One of them makes an unexpected declaration. It is something out of the blue.
All right, good evening, my fellow contestants, housemates. You guys, calm down. Nothing is okay. So before I came into the competition, I tried to put my house in order. I tried to put some things in place. I thought I could pull through the 4 weeks, 5 weeks as it were, to go through. So I had to make a very tough decision. Trust me, I've gone to the toilet like 1 million times. I believe in the competition tonight. Eventually one person is going to win, so I wish everybody the best. I'll be giving my support from the outside. I wish you didn't have to come to this, but it is what it is. I'm very sorry.
You're not joking, are you?
No, it's not a prank. It is absolutely not a prank. It's like the most difficult decision I have ever had to make. I'm voluntarily stepping down from the search. I regret that I have to do this, though it's important for me. I apologize to everyone who's been rooting for me. I apologize to the team who gave me this opportunity.
Her departure evokes a lot of emotion.
It's not a prank, guys. I'm sorry. Daniela, please no.
Thank you.
It is day 3 in the house. Following Aderisola's departure, the show must go on. As part of the design for this reality show, all contestants in the competition are expected to leave through weekly evictions. With Aderisola's exit, a vacuum is created, and so it becomes mandatory for the organizers to fill the gap. In such an event, a list of backup candidates penned down during the rigorous auditions comes up for review. One candidate who displayed strong attitude and brilliance on the premiere night is Blessing Obibakari, and that makes her choice as a replacement candidate an easy one.
Hello, good afternoon. Is this Semo Blessing? Simo, how are you? Okay, my name is Vivian Meche. I'm the taskmaster on Inside Out Search. Yes. Simo, how would you feel if I give you some bit of good news? I really do not have time. So I have to give you this news here in the market. Okay, the good news is you need to pack your bags and come to Rave TV by 5 on or before. Okay, let me give you 6 p.m. because you're still in the market. Pack all your bags because you're going straight into the house. Today, please, today.
Though a pleasant surprise to her colleagues, Blessing's arrival revives their spirits and set them back into delightful moments.
Wow. Yes, wow.
Welcome.
But for Blessing, that doesn't last too long. Before she could even settle down and unpack her boxes, she is dragged into an outing earlier scheduled by the team. Whilst Charles's team set out to the viewing center, Chiwetel's team stays back in the house in Ilupeju to brainstorm, putting together all the teachings from the facilitators within the week. Three kilometers away, Charles's team is battling it out at a football viewing center in line with their chosen topic, Soccer Madness.
How far now? Do you watch football?
I watch football because football is my hobby. As we can see, as world goes on, everybody watch football. Even though 10 years old boy watch football because I'm a Chelsea fan. And I will always be a Chelsea fan for life. Yes.
What do you feel about people that can die for football? The craziness, the madness. What do you think?
Maybe it's just passion. Then aside that, maybe just to calm themselves, maybe with pressure of Nigeria and all of that. So just to ease off stress.
Okay.
That is what
That's what you think.
I just think.
Earlier in the day, Ibukun had gone to the Rave TV complex to research the topic on behalf of her team. With the look of things, this group appears to know exactly what they're doing. Is that all the aces they have up their sleeves? They also seem determined to have a great presentation. At this point, it appears that the two groups are ready for the fight. That wraps the task execution for the week. Elimination looms large. Which team will lose one member? Today is the presentations day. Contestants are in the Rave TV Ilupeju studio to present their topic in the actual format of Inside Out with Agatha. It is a show of panache. Every one of them appears ready to take the baton from Agatha. This presentation will show the judges how well each team understands the task and the creativity in the execution.
The coming together of different people from different walks of life united by one sport. Now, this sport is said to have created so much excitement, changed the life of people positively and negatively, and even caused tears. Tears of joy and, of course, tears of sorrow. But the really interesting thing is the fact that the loyalists, the supporters, and the fans of this sport always provide a strong support system for the sport whenever it needs it. But the big question is, do the loyalist fans and supporters of this sport take this support system to the extreme sometimes? Hopefully this question will be answered on the show today. My name is Charles Bourne, and I say welcome to another interesting, exciting, and thought-provoking episode of Inside Out. Today we'll be talking about something really exciting. I am totally excited to talk about it. The topic for today is soccer madness. Soccer madness. And to help me properly dissect this topic, I have an awesome panel that I cannot wait to introduce. First, I will start with Ibuku Adesoye. She's a representative from the Nigerian Football Federation. Welcome, ma.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. I also have with me Dapo Adeboye. He is a soccer enthusiast. Welcome.
Oh, thank you, Charles.
I like your shirt, though.
Oh, Likewise. Thank
Very
you.
nice. Welcome. I also, when I heard this particular guest story, I said she had to come on the show and share. I'm talking about Blessing Obi Bakari. She is a person directly affected by soccer matters. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
All right. I will start with you, Ibukun. We need some clarity, all right? We have soccer, we know soccer, and we know football. Is there a difference between soccer and football, or is it the same thing? Please educate us.
Okay, so here in Nigeria, soccer and football, they mean the same thing. That is why people use it interchangeably. You hear people say, oh, I have a soccer match tonight. Is there a football match tomorrow? So people use it whenever they feel like. It's just a choice of preference, you know.
Whether you call it soccer or football, the most important thing is the love of the game.
The love of the game.
Whatever is coming up, forget it. We literally don't exist to him anymore. Wow. Like there was a particular time that my son was running on high temperature and he was watching a match somewhere. I called him to come over so we could go to the hospital. He told me he was coming. Guess what? I didn't see my husband till later that night.
And your son was sick?
Yes. And what did he have to say? He said that someone was about taking, is it free kick or something? So he waited to see the free kick. And after that, he forgot I called him.
Stay till the end.
Welcome to Inside Out. My name is Hilda Bassi. Today on the show, we'll be talking about marriage as a fuss. In case you're wondering what the word fuss means, it's an unnecessary agitation, anxiety, or worry over something. As the phrase implies, marriage as a fuss is an unnecessary agitation or worry over being married, not being married, or staying married. Today on the show, we're going to have a well-rounded discussion because I have with me people who have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly side of marriage. People who have been positively or negatively affected by the decision to either be married or not to be married. I have Mrs. Damilola Busari. She is a marriage counselor and has been married for over 10 years. Congratulations, ma. Thank you so much. Miss Sandra Eze is a divorcee who was married for over 8 years and is also a businesswoman. Miss Tracy George is a single mom and is also an entrepreneur. Finally, the very handsome Mr. Chinweta Onyema. He's a bachelor and is also an oil and gas tycoon. Welcome.
This is Africa. In Africa, we value relationships. You know, that lifelong bond, we value it so much. However, we think the only way that one can have long-lasting relationships is by marriage.
First of all, we need to understand the meaning of marriage. Now, personally, I believe that marriage is the union between a man and a woman.
I met a man, fell in love. I thought the love was mutual and we could go the long haul. Well, at least that was my expectation.
I got married to the first boyfriend I ever had, and it was a very dramatic story.
With the presentations over, the next meeting with the judges is the eviction night. Now, the judges are collating their results in a bid to determine who wins and who loses. To rekindle fun in the house, a TGIF is thrown for the contestants later in the evening.
Oh my God, I wanna
It is the day before the eviction. The male contestants pay a courtesy visit to Bobber's Clothing.
These are so double-breasted. Yes, the buttons. It depends on how you want it to look like. If you want to take off the button, you want to do maybe a different button, something like this. You can do it. do a navy blue. You can do a navy blue on this. You can do the black on this. You can do a gray. Yes, dark gray. That will work with this too.
While for the ladies, destination is Aduke.
I want you first of all to go around, familiarize yourself with the designs, so that when I bring stuff for you in future or in subsequent weeks, you will have a feel of it. Okay, so just go around and enjoy.
These two companies are some of the brands supporting the show. After all said and done, here comes the dreaded moment. One of these contestants will leave the show tonight. Judgment Day is here.
The name of my team is Team Cha, and yes, I am optimistic that we will win because we really went all out to, ensure that we got materials ready. We had our vox pop, and everything went in sync. All our props, came when they were supposed to come. The video was cued in time. The soundtrack we used for the opening and closing was cued in time. Everything went well, and the discussion was, for me, I would say, was flawless. I think I aced my presenting, and my fellow teammates did amazing when it came to talking about the topic. So I would say yes. I would honestly say yes. We should win.
Yes, I'm optimistic we can win this task. We did, we deserve it based on what we did. We gave it our all. Everybody played their part very well. It was a little bit an emotional topic, so I think that will actually help us to get the attention of the judges. So I believe that yes, we did very well and we have what it takes to win this task.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandra Eze, and if you follow the show, that's The Search, you would know that I am a contestant. It's been a pretty rough fight, and so far I made it to the house top 9. Yay! But right now it has gone beyond me and what I can do. I will work hard while in the house to make you all proud of me and to ensure that I win this thing, but I need your help at this point. So all you have to do to vote and keep me in here, and of course winning the competition, is just text IOWA Sandra, first name Sandra, to 33123. Thank you so much, and please spread the word. Get your family and friends and every other person, the random person on the road, get them to vote. Thank you.
Yes! Hello everyone, my name is Onyema Chiwete. Now I'm sure you're wondering why I'm so excited. I made it into the house, top 9, no be beans, trust me. But at this point, I need you guys to vote for me, okay? And this is how it works. You text IOWA Chiwete to 33123. Tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, let's do this together. I so believe in us getting this, okay? Thank you, people.
Hello everyone, I am Ibukun Adesoye. I'm one of the contestants for the new face of Inside Out. First off, I want to thank you for the love, the support you've been showing me over and over. It's overwhelming. Thank you so much. However, I need you to keep me in the house and eventually win this competition. How can you do that, you ask? It's easy. Just text IOWA Ibukun to 33123. Thank you in advance as we win this together. Love you.
Judging tonight are Lekon Ogumbanwo, media consultant, Seun Shobo, a brand expert, and Agatha Amata herself.
Hello. Hi. It's nice to see you guys again. I would like to know how your week was, your first week in the house. How did that go? Was it nice?
It was good.
Somebody left because during the week, when I heard that like somebody's leaving, how was that?
It was hard. It was shocking.
It was shocking.
Like surprising.
But that was just like 2 days later or something, or one day. Then I said it was a blessing for blessing.
Yeah, it was a blessing.
Yes.
Blessing, where were you when you got the call?
I was in the market. I was buying carrots and.
You're buying carrots?
Yes, and green pepper to console myself, you know.
To console yourself?
To make spaghetti with prawn, and then I got the call. I started screaming, and people at the market were like, "Shorowo Heni." That was what one woman asked me. She said, "Shorowo Heni, but did you win a lottery or something?" I said, yes. And, I was just acting crazy, and I was praying, "Lord, please let me be calm." I was just saying, God is faithful, God is faithful. And I just ran home, packed my things. Even till Wednesday, I couldn't believe it. When we were about having our presentation, I was so, cold and still in shock. And the director was like, "You're acting like you just came from the village. You're still in shock of what happened. Just snap out of it." I couldn't help it, but I thank God.
The judges have seen each group's presentation. Without wasting time, they tackle the candidates headlong.
Basically, the process that led to the presentation we watched, how did you come about that? What did you do?
Okay, so how we picked the topic was there was a ballot. We just picked from papers and we opened it. And so for our team, Team Chi, we picked the topic marriage as a fuss. So it was deliberate for me, being the only guy or the male in the group to actually, because we had to choose, first of all, we had to pick the structure of how we're going to go about it. The presenter, the amount of guests we're going to have, the angle we're going to go about it. So I knew that me being the only male in the group, I would have to be a guest, because if I'm the presenter, I don't think it would be fair. I don't think the topic will be treated fairly if we talk to only ladies. So I had to sit back to be the guest. Then we picked how the characters the guests are going to, the roles are going to play. We had to look at it from different angles. A single person, which I played. We picked a divorcee. Then we picked a single mother, because we had to make sure everyone was carried along in the presentation. So that being said, we had to, fortunately for us, we also had to pick a marriage counselor as well. Fortunately for us, we have someone who's married in the group, so it was just automatic for us to give her that role to play.
My name is Charles, so we selected the first 3 letters of my name to form the name of the group. We were able to come up with the opening of the presentation. We were able to marshal out points, questions, and assign roles to the members of the group. Ibukun was assigned the role of a representative from the Nigerian Football Federation. Dabo was assigned the role of a sport enthusiast. Then we had Daring on our group. Daring was supposed to be the soccer analyst before she came in. Daring left and she came in. Then we didn't want to put so much pressure, so we're thinking, what other role do we give her? And how do we make her, work with us? And then we decided to give her the role of a concerned wife and mother who had been affected directly by soccer madness. And we also decided to have an opening soundtrack for the presentation and a closing soundtrack, just to spice up the presentation, basically. And yeah, that was it.
Team Chi, I watched your presentation. I noted the fact that there were 4 women and the panel was properly constituted. The only guy there was in the precarious situation of being single and pressured to get married and all that. I noticed that as broad as the perspectives or angles were, questions that the presenter, for instance, should have jumped into to ask were not asked. It was like each person, because it was a team thing,
was made to, okay, this is your turn to speak now. You will speak. Let me commend all of you for the very believable acting. You understand me? And you could only do that because you understood the subject and the subtopics.
Well, for Team Chi, I felt you guys had a very good topic, but it wasn't well utilized, you know, and I'll come from the angle of, you know, branding. I mean, when you talk about Inside Out, or when you remember Inside Out, you think about people, you think about passion, you think about values, you know. For me, I did not, I liked the topic, but I did not feel the passion, you know. I did not feel the passion. Yes, you all were very intelligent, you know, quite articulate to some extent, you know, but it was just like, yeah, but I couldn't feel the passion. It wasn't there for me.
Team Chi. Hilda, you didn't handle it well at all. I was bored. It was like all of you had decided what you were going to say. Your panelists were stronger than you. You just kept nodding your head and looking pretty. There were so many bullet points. I was watching it and I was shouting on you from the TV. Like, what? I can't believe you just let that go. She said to you, she got married without her parents' consent. You had a marriage counselor. You didn't ask the marriage. It was turn by turn. Everybody say your own. Shut up. Say your own. That's not Inside Out. That's, I don't know what to call it. A discussion maybe. A lecture. Not a discussion even. You guys were just lecturing us. That's all. All your panelists were very strong. You could have had a topic. And when he said you had a good topic, you could have had a life-changing topic. You could have had the kind of topic that people will watch and it will change their lives. They will get examples, but you didn't carry it well. That you had the kind of guest that can provide research material for families, and you did nothing with it. Nothing. At a time, I wasn't even sure what their views were supposed to be. So many comments came from each and every other person there that you could have taken advantage of to send a message. All ignored. It was more like everybody was waiting for everyone else to finish talking. And you know what? If I was to choose between the two topics, I prefer your topic. Your topic is more inside-outy, if there's a word like that. Your topic is one of those topics that if you treat well, when you finish it, you get like 250 emails. And people will be telling you, oh my God, that affected me. I learned so much. But it didn't come across at all. How did you choose who would host the program? Who would anchor the topic? How did you choose Hilda? Why did you choose Hilda? You are the team lead. Yes, please. Why? And how?
Okay, first of all, me being the only guy there, I knew I had to do
I did not ask you why it wasn't you. I said, why did you choose Hilda?
We chose Hilda because we feel she's more of an interesting person, and she will make, at least out of all of us, she would have her strength, because I wanted to make sure everybody.
So was it your decision?
No, it was a collective decision.
Sorry, does that mean that you had assigned the tasks, the positions before you chose the anchor?
Yes, we had assigned the roles to.
You had agreed on the roles to be played. So it's like,
yes, before we
she was
picked
going
in,
to
yes.
be. It wasn't like you had tried any other person out before.
No, we didn't try out
anybody.
Okay,
let me just assist you, and this is for all of you. When you have a task like that, or like this, what you look for the most is who will be the linchpin around whom everything will gravitate. You understand me? Who would like hold your team together in performing that task, okay? Once you determine that person, the role the person will play would even include driving the rest of you in achieving the team goal. You understand what I'm saying? Like right now, you're getting team bashing. All right? And that's because of a choice. In her case, she has the presence. You understand me? She has the face. She's pretty. She speaks clearly. You understand me? But what about the presence of mind? You understand me? To carry out the task of driving the show. You understand? The show is interactive, studio-based, and audience at home based. If you lose your audience in the studio, you have lost the audience at home. You may actually have the audience in the studio, but lose the audience at home if you're not saying the kind of things that will bind them to you, to the topic, and to the show.
But let me just say something, Hilda. One of the things that I noticed is that you look like you were in a hurry. You need to note that. It's important. You look like you were in a hurry to say what you had crammed that you wanted to say, such that you were not listening to what they were saying, and that you had made up your mind what the kind of things, if you had had to do that 3 times, you'd have done exactly the same thing. That's how I saw you. Like, oh my God, once this person finishes here, I'm going to say this. If you tell me to open Inside Out 3 times, I can't say the same thing 3 times because there's no script. So did you cram it?
Honestly, I won't say I crammed it, but yes, I rehearsed it because how do I put it? I came up with the end of the closing for the show, but in the beginning, we kind of worked together using the first 2 lectures that we had. So it was a collective effort. So I would say, yes, I had to cram the beginning of the show, but the end of it, no, I actually... Hello, everyone. My name is Hilda Bassi. I made it to the Search House. The journey has just begun. It just started, and I need your help to put me to the next level. I need you to keep voting to keep me in the house. I need you to vote for me until I win this competition. And it's very simple. All you have to do is text IOWA Hilda to 33123. Now, please, I beg you people, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, make them vote. If you not vote, it go reworked. Forget about all these things. Now just packaging. May not help my life. I really need it. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Hello, people. My name is Dakbo Adegboye. I'm a contestant on The Search. So far, I'd like to say a big thank you for your support so far, but I would, at this point, require your help like never before. Well, how would this happen? I need you to vote by sending IOWA Dakbo to 33123. Please spread the word, not just to your friends, physically and family members, but also on social media. Let's win this. Yes, we can. Yes, we have. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tracy George Igbo. I am in the running to be the new face of Inside Out with Agatha Amata. I made it to the search. I made it to the top 9, and I'm so excited about this. However, this is as far as I can go. I need your votes. I need your votes to keep me in the running and finally make me the new face on her show. Please text IOWA Tracy to 33123. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everyone you know, spread the word. I really, really, really need your votes. Thank you and God bless.
Okay, Team Chow. Your topic was interesting. Your panel, almost as interesting. The problem I had with the panel was, just as I said with them, it was obvious you were acting. You understand me? And Dapo, right? You were overacting. Even my bed is blue. This one is blue and all that. Yeah, there are people who like that.
However, and then when you now started outlining to us that, oh, my football comes before my wife. You understand? I thought, oh, that's overacting. Not many married football fans will say that football comes. They will not say it that way. They probably will say it in a different way to convey the thing. Now, your panel constitution was not strong enough. You represented NFF. You understand me? You didn't highlight the most important things that NFF was facing. The talk was about football madness, yes. But how much of the local league, you understand me, engenders that kind of followership? You understand? The broad line that was discussed was just that of Nigerians following foreign football. As an NFF representative, you ought to have spoken about how to dovetail that kind of thing to their home situation and then highlighting the shortcomings in the areas of sponsorship and all. I know you did, but it wasn't broad enough. That's what I'm saying. I heard all of that, but it wasn't broad enough. And you see, when it's not broad, it just shows something. It shows a depth of understanding that's not there. You understand? It's a topic on its own, okay? And then I felt sorry for you as a married woman, now single, as a mother, because of football. However, you could have also spoken about the fact that if your child were to love football, how would you react? You understand me? That's the kind of question you could have asked her. Okay, what would she do then? If her child, let's say, we didn't ask about the gender of the child, but if her child turned out to be a male, and if female football is thriving now, right, and then who is so dedicated to football, what's she going to say over her dead body? Generally speaking, your group handled the topic a lot better, but you could have done much, much better in my own assessment.
For me, it was, your topic was, yeah, good. Your panel, awesome. However, I felt, Charles, you actually have it, but I felt, I could get more from you. You didn't get the juice of that topic as much as you could. The only person that made it look like we were getting the juice was Dapo because of his acting. He was quite believable to some extent. But if Dapo wasn't there, what would have become of you and the questions, that you're asking? If Ibuku, like he said as well, I felt you were too laid back. Yes, you're an NFF official. You weren't talking like somebody that actually was passionate about football or soccer. It was just very, I know you were acting, but I mean, it wasn't believable.
Group Cha. Let me start with you, Blessing. I thought you did very well, considering the fact that you had just come into the house, barely settled in. I think the next day was the presentation. Let me commend your group for finding a role for you that was easy for you to fit into. Because for me, you were very believable. On Inside Out, you get very pushy, sometimes guests, the ones that are aggressive and they don't want anybody to talk. Then we get guests like you, who say what they want to say very calmly, insist on what they want to insist on, and make their point. And you did that, and you did it very well. So let me commend you, and commend your group for finding that space for you. Dapo, as crazy as everything you said is, I have guests exactly like you, who might be talking rubbish but insist that what they are saying makes sense. Nobody can convince them otherwise. That soccer comes before their wife, they will say it. They will insist. Everything you said, I've heard. So I'm disagreeing with them. You were 100% believable because I've met people like you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You actually made the topic an inside-out topic. Yeah. You were argumentative. You were butting into what you. In fact, when she was talking, you were shaking your head like, "What's she saying?" I noticed all the mannerisms, which is what I was saying with them. You wanted to butt in. She was at a stage. She said to you, "Please let me talk." Abi, that's inside out.
So time for us to vote. Team Chow. Did a better job.
At the end of it all, Chiwetel's team is adjudged the loser in this task. Unfortunately for them, someone has to go, and they have to nominate the weakest link. Who will it be?
Hilda, who do you think you would want to go out?
Chiwetel.
Chiwetel?
Chiwetel.
Chiwetel?
Hilda.
Pardon me?
Hilda.
Hilda.
Chiwetel.
Chiwetel.
Hilda.
Hilda. As it is, we have the first of the three that we need. So, Chiwetel, we have three people who have nominated you. So, you can go and sit down. We're starting all over again.
Hilda.
Hilda? Hilda?
Tracy.
You're nominating yourself. Did you just do that? Really? Okay.
Hilda.
You're nominating yourself. Hilda. You're behaving like who did that in the Bible? Jesus Christ? Okay, let's do the tally. There are three nominations for Hilda here, so Hilda, go take your seat. All right, next, we need one person more. There are three of you. Tracy.
Sandra.
Sandra. I love this. Sandra.
Tracy.
Tracy. Dummy.
Tracy.
Pardon?
Tracy.
Tracy. So Tracy goes.
The judges asked Damilola and Sandra, the remaining team members, to save one of their three colleagues.
There are two of you here that have sailed through the eviction process. There are three of them who will have to go. There is, however, an opportunity to save one of them. And you must agree on who of them you want to save.
Tracy.
The judges, on their part, save Chiwetel, leaving Hilda alone in the homebound spotlight. No soul will ever forget this. The spectacle will live forever. The birth of a delightful event. This is The Search. Who will take the baton among those who make it to the house? Catch all the glamour and vote massively to keep your choice candidates. To vote, send IOWA space your preferred candidate's first name to the short code 33123. Example, to vote Jide, send IOWA space JIDE to 33123. Who will make it? And who among this final line will not make any impact? Watch out!
Let me inform you, I've taken a decision that no one will be going home today.
This search song for you to know. Now you know. This search song.
In a surprising turn of events, the judges in their magnanimity declared this an eviction-free night, perhaps as part of their welcoming gifts to the contestants. And they returned to the house with their numbers intact for another week in The Search. Remember to keep voting for your favorite candidates in order to retain them in the competition. Next time on The Search, it's another challenge, and candidates will try to outwit one another as the game gets tougher. It is swim or sink. Who will remain and who will go? See you next week.
This search song for you to know. Now you know. This search song. The search for a new face has begun. Do you have all it takes to be the one? Are you interested in presenting? You're passionate about it. You love people around you. Who knows? You may be the one. Yeah. Who knows? You may be the one.